Goody
and Slapnut Radio Show.
Alrighty, Goody and Slapnut right back at you with some new music from FretMonkey Records. First off, we've got Mr. Chris Schultz from Canada, and this song is from his new album released in 2016. It's called While the City Sleeps, and this track is dedicated to a guitar player by the name of Dimebag Darrell, who we all know played with Pantera back in the day. And this is his tribute to said guitar player, and this song is called Dime on D.
All right, that's Chris Schultz with Dime on D. So, Mr. Slapnut, I heard you went to China. Can you tell us a little bit about it?
Absolutely. China is a very interesting culture. It's my first time outside the United States, and got lost at the airport as soon as I got there. I had no way of communication with the people that were picking me up. And so I was just kind of walking around the Shanghai airport with nobody to help me out. So eventually I asked a couple people if they would help me out, and they knew enough English to tell me no. But I found a guy who worked at the airport that was nice enough to let me use his phone to call somebody.
That's good. That's good.
And the food there is just so fresh and delicious. And they all sit at a big table. The table kind of swerves around in a circle, and you takes a little bit of food at a time. And it was very, very interesting. Very interesting trip. It was a long tour, a very exhausting tour, but the Chinese do love their phones, and they take a lot of pictures and videos, despite the fact that Facebook and Instagram is banned over there.
That's what I hear. That's what I hear.
Yeah, but they use WeChat over there quite a bit.
Well, that's awesome, man. I bet that was a very big culture shock for you. So, up next, we have, all the way from Istanbul, Turkey, Ali Deniz Kartalin with his song Heavy Arabesque. All right, that's Ali Deniz Carlin with Heavy Arabesque. I saw him perform that at Andy McKee's Musicarium, which is in the Catskill Mountains of New York. It was one of the first tunes I heard that was using a minor alternate tuning, almost in a metal sense, which really gravitates towards what I like in music.
Right, and it seems that the nicest guys always manage to write the darkest music for fingerstyle guitar.
You're absolutely correct. The next artist we have is Justin St. Pierre from Montreal, Canada. He happens to be one of the most intense songwriters that I have heard, and this is his song Vernissage A84. What an incredible track by Justin St. Pierre. That was Vernissage A84.
Right, and a very interesting title as well, which is French, by the way, and means a private viewing of paintings before a public exhibition.
Wow, that's pretty incredible. One thing I know about Justin St. Pierre is when he was recording this album, he went and sat in the city and listened to the sounds of the city to gather inspiration for this album.
Yeah, one thing that I learned from my time in China is that music really is the universal language.
Absolutely.
And that's the great thing about fingerstyle guitar is that we all come from different places, but we all enjoy the same style of music.
Exactly. So Slapnut and I have to take a quick break, but we'll be right back with more Goody and Slapnut Radio Show.
Goody and Slapnut Radio Show.
All right, Goody and Slapnut right back at you with some more fingerstyle guitar music. This next track is by a good friend of ours. His name is Adrian Ballou from Sacramento, California. This track is off of his brand new album called Steps, and it's called Dreamwalker. This track is dedicated to fellow guitar player Thomas Lieb. Hope you enjoy it.
All right, that's Dreamwalker by Adrian Belew. So we want to talk a little bit about some awesome gear. It's Gear Talk.
Gear talk.
Right. So the first thing I want to talk about is the EAE Sunburst FretMonkey amp that was just released, and this is such epic news, guys. I cannot express how awesome this is. First off, it's a portable battery powered amp that you could take anywhere with you, and between the different sizes of the amp depends on the battery life, but the current one I have right now is up to 20 hours, I believe, and that is amazing that I can go busk, I can go out to these festivals, and I have complete control of, be able to have a mic, guitar, multiple things. It's got a notch filter, reverb effects, and all that. It's an incredible piece of art.
Right. And as a fingerstyle guitar player or an acoustic player in general, it's really amazing how picky we end up being about our sound. It's something simplistic as an acoustic guitar. We're really picky about how we like it to sound live. And the Sunburst amp is just phenomenal with the crystal crisp, clear sound that it delivers. It's so acoustic. It's like you're not plugged into anything at all. And I first met the guys at Sunburst Gear at Summer NAMM in 2015. And they've made so many improvements in so little time. They've started to add some onboard effects like reverb and chorus. And it's
I would say they've been really receptive to our ideas of growing this PA/amp. For us, including Adrian Belew, who you just heard, who's a big time believer of this amp. He pretty much uses it daily for his performances in Sacramento, and I know it's been a lifesaver for a lot of us for small gigs or just going out to festivals, like I said earlier.
right. And I believe he's got a few music videos with the Sunburst amp. But right now, here's Aaron Edward, a fellow fan of the Sunburst Gear amp. This is a song called Akasha.
All right, that's Aaron Edward with Akasha. As I previously mentioned before, that I met him at the Andy McKee's Musicarium. It's a great gathering for fingerstyle artists to go learn from some of the top-notch masters. So when meeting Aaron, that was the very first song I heard by him, Akasha, and I was intrigued by the beautiful melody that it has. So I want to talk a little bit about the next artist, which is Dana Merritt. We just recently got off a great tour from Canada all the way down to Indiana and then back to Arkansas. And Aaron Edwards was with us, and we had such a great time with fellow FretMonkey artists going to these different fingerstyle festivals and competitions along with that. And so it was one of the first times I got to hang out with Dana, and we bonded really quick, and I've discovered how talented of a guitar player he was. I've seen his videos, but watching him live and be able to create and learn really fast and pick up on any technique that I threw on him.
Yeah, he's a very, very talented performer, very energetic when he performs live. And he's very well respected. He's got a very nice Michael Hedges style flow to his playing without losing any originality or creativity of his own. And this is perfectly displayed in this next song, which is inspired by a video game. He's a fellow video game player as well as a guitar player. This is a song called Nice Knees by Dana Merritt. All right, so that was Dana Merritt with his tune Nice Knees. You can learn a lot more about the FretMonkey artists that we play on the Slapnuts radio show. If you go to FretMonkeyRecords.com, you can find their bio, learn more about them, and find where they're touring. Maybe you can catch them in a city near you.
That's right. So, yeah, head on over to the Facebook page, which is FretMonkey Slapnuts Radio Show. Our website is also FretMonkeyRecords.com. So we're going to take a quick break, and Slapnut and I will be right back with Slapnut and Goody Radio Show.
Goody and Slapnut Radio Show.
All right, Goody and Slapnut, we are back. So this next song I feel awkward talking about because it's a song by yours truly, Mr. Slapnut.
Mr. Slapnut with the song called The Spider. And tell us a little bit about The Spider and why you named it that.
Right. This song is actually really special and personal to me. It's dedicated to an artist by the name of Adrian Ballou, and I actually had the pleasure of going to Winter NAMM with him, and we all got to hang out together in this big house with a bunch of fingerstyle guitar players, and I was writing the song around that time, and I think I finished it up, and I got to play it for him as soon as it was finished, and he really loved it, and it meant a lot to me, and it was great to have that experience with him. So this is a song called The Spider.